Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that your company's firewall, the very device meant to protect your network, has become the attacker's entry point. Not because of a sophisticated nation state zero day, not because of a revolutionary malware strain, but because someone, somewhere, reused a password. Today, we are diving deep into FortiBleed, a cybersecurity incident that reportedly exposed credentials linked to tens of thousands of Fortinet firewalls and VPN gateways across the globe. Major brands, telecommunications providers, manufacturing companies, technology giants, and potentially thousands of smaller businesses. In this video, we will understand what FortiBleed actually is, how attackers built the database, why Fortinet devices became the target, how organizations got exposed, what attackers can do after obtaining access, how defenders should respond, and most importantly, how you can protect your own environment. This is the Network Fixer. Let's get started. Before discussing attacks and compromises, let's understand what FortiBleed actually means. Many people hear the word bleed and immediately think of Heartbleed, but FortiBleed is different. Heartbleed was a software bug. FortiBleed is primarily a credential exposure campaign. Researchers discovered a massive database containing Fortinet and FortiGate credentials associated with thousands of internet-facing systems. Reports suggest approximately 73,932 firewall URLs were included in the exposed dataset. The leaked information reportedly included VPN credentials, firewall administrator accounts, usernames, email passwords, configuration information. Think about that for a second. Attackers don't always need an exploit. If they already possess valid credentials, they can simply log in. Most people view a firewall as a security device. Attackers view it as a master key. A FortiGate firewall often knows VPN users, internal networks, Active Directory connectivity, routing information, security policies, remote access portals. Compromise the firewall and you often gain visibility into the entire organization. That's why perimeter devices have become one of the most attractive targets in modern cyber warfare. Based on publicly reported information, attackers allegedly performed large-scale credential harvesting operations. The reported operation involved scanning hundreds of thousands of internet-facing FortiGate devices. Researchers claimed billions of login attempts were conducted against targets over an extended period. Some reports also mention password cracking infrastructure involving large GPU clusters. Let's understand the process. In the step 1, the attackers did internet scanning. Attackers searched the internet for SSL VPN portals. In the step 2, it's all about credential stuffing. They try usernames and passwords obtained from previous breaches. In the step 3, it's all about password reuse success. Users frequently reuse passwords. A password exposed on one website suddenly works on the VPN. In the step 4, access is granted. The attacker now possesses legitimate credentials. No exploit is required. The detailed attack scenario consists of discovering the VPN, enumerate users, password spraying, credential stuffing, VPN access, internal reconnaissance, Active Directory discovery, privilege escalation, lateral movement, data exfiltration, ransomware deployment. How did researchers find it? Security researcher Bob Diashenko reportedly discovered a server containing what appeared to be Fortinet credentials and associated information. The dataset allegedly included credentials from organizations worldwide and exposed information that could be used for future attacks. The findings quickly drew attention from security researchers and the cybersecurity community. This is another example of why exposed databases remain one of the most common causes of major cybersecurity incidents. Reports referenced organizations and brands including Samsung, Lenovo, Foxconn, Comcast. One important note is that being listed does not automatically mean the organization was fully compromised. It means credentials associated with infrastructure were reportedly present in the exposed dataset. If you are the network and security admin, and if you want to detect the compromise, you can go ahead and look for unusual VPN logins from new countries, off hours access, new administrator accounts, unexpected configuration changes, new SSH access, suspicious firewall policy changes, MFA bypass attempts, failed login spikes, internal lateral movement. If you manage FortiGate, the immediate remediation would be to change all passwords immediately, reset all SSL VPN credentials, rotate administrator accounts, enforce MFA everywhere, try to review firewall logs, try to review the VPN logs, check for unknown administrators, disable internet exposed management interfaces, restrict access using IP allow lists, review AD integrations, review service accounts, check for persistence mechanisms, try to patch FortiOS, try to validate the backups, conduct threat hunting. Multiple security advisories recommend password resets, MFA enforcement, log reviews, account audits, and restricting management access. When it comes to long-term protection, try to implement MFA everywhere, try to come up with password managers, try to go with zero trust. If the company has budget, go with PAM solutions, try to do with the network segmentation, try to apply the conditional access. The organizations should conduct security awareness training. The organizations should do continuous monitoring. They should also assess with the vulnerability management. Companies should consider external attack surface monitoring. I will leave the link in the description below if you would like to check whether your organization has been listed in the reported FortiBleed exposure data. For demonstration purposes, I will search for a few well-known companies so you can see how the portal works and what kind of information is available. You can use the same portal to verify whether your organization's domain appears in the dataset. Let's check a few companies together and see what results the platform returns. Remember, finding a company listed on the portal does not automatically mean the organization has been fully compromised. It simply indicates that credentials or related information may have appeared in the exposed dataset. I will put the website link in the description so you can perform your own verification after watching this video. As you can see, the portal allows us to search by company name or domain and quickly determine whether there is a potential exposure. If your organization appears in the results, treat it as security warning and immediately review credentials, enforce multi-factor authentication, and conduct a thorough security assessment. Let's search for a few major companies and see what information is publicly visible through this portal. I will leave the resource linked below so security teams and IT administrators can independently verify whether their organization may have been affected. As we go through the list, we can also see entries like EPFO India, the Income Tax Department of India, and ADP, which is a major global payroll and financial services company. This really highlights how widespread the impact can be, even touching sensitive government and financial infrastructure, and it clearly signifies the importance of cybersecurity in today's world, where even critical public services and enterprise systems can be part of a larger exposure landscape. FortiBleed teaches a powerful lesson. Organizations often focus on sophisticated zero day vulnerabilities, but sometimes the biggest breach starts with something much simpler: a weak password, a reused credential, an exposed VPN portal. Cybersecurity is not just about technology, it's about discipline, it's about visibility, it's about reducing trust where trust is not deserved. If you manage Fortinet devices, now is the time to review your environment. Try to reset credentials, enable MFA, audit your logs, and assume that anything exposed to the internet is already being targeted. This is Mithun from the Network Fixer. Stay secure, stay vigilant, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourself and have a great day. Bye bye.